Welcome back to my channel, Coin Collectors and Investors. Waving hand. Hi YouTube. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the Morgan $1 silver coin from the United States of America, a historic coin that could be worth big money bag. In this video, we'll explore the iconic Morgan dollar design, the rich silver history behind these coins, and the hidden treasures many people overlook. We're counting down the top 3 most valuable, expensive, and ultra-rare Morgan silver dollars ever discovered in U.S. coin history. You will hear shocking stories from America's coin past, learn about rare color tones and silver finishes, and uncover valuable mint mark varieties from the Philadelphia, P, and Denver D mints that collectors and investors are actively searching for today. Here's the surprising truth. Even dirty, worn, or ordinary-looking Morgan silver dollars could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars a collector's exploding head. So before you sell or spend that old silver dollar, stick around, because you might be holding a fortune in your hands. Backhand index pointing right. Let's start with coin number 1. The 1882 C.C. Morgan silver dollar is one of the most interesting coins from this legendary mint. In that year, the Carson City Mint produced approximately 1,133,000 Morgan dollars, which is relatively low compared to some other mints that produce millions more coins. This limited production is one of the reasons collectors pay close attention to the coin today. Use that coinbook.com+1. What makes the story even more fascinating is what happened decades later. For many years, collectors believed the 1882 C.C. Morgan dollar was extremely rare. People searched for it everywhere, believing that only a small number survived. Then, in the 1960s and 1970s, a dramatic discovery shocked the numismatic world. The United States government opened old treasury vaults and discovered huge bags filled with Morgan silver dollars that had been stored for decades. Among these coins were more than 600,000 examples of the 1882 C.C. Morgan dollar, many still in brilliant, uncirculated condition. Gainesville coins +1. These coins were eventually sold to collectors through special government sales organized by the General Services Administration, often called the GSA hoard sales. The coins were placed in special holders and sold directly to the public. This discovery transformed the coin market because collectors suddenly had access to large numbers of pristine Carson City silver dollars that had never circulated. Despite this discovery, the 1882 C.C. Morgan dollar remains one of the most desirable coins in series. The reason is simple. The Carson City Mint mark represents a dramatic period in American history. Coins from this mint connect directly to the silver mining boom and the rugged frontier towns in Nevada. Collectors often feel that holding a Carson City Morgan dollar is like holding a small piece of the Wild West itself. The value of an 1882 C.C. Morgan dollar depends heavily on its condition. A circulated example that shows we're from years of handling may sell for around $110 to $300. However, a coin that remains in uncirculated condition with bright luster can be worth several $100s or more. Exceptional high-grade coins have sold for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars at auction, especially when the surfaces are nearly perfect. Coin no +1. Another factor that influences value is the appearance of the coin's surface. Many people believe a darker or dirty silver coin has lost value, but collectors often see it differently. Silver coins naturally develop toning over time as the metal reacts with the environment. This toning can create beautiful shades of gray, gold, blue, or even rainbow colors. In many cases, collectors actually prefer natural toning because it proves the coin has not been cleaned or altered. Cleaning a silver coin can be one of the biggest mistakes a person makes. When a coin is polished or scrubbed, it removes the original surface created at the mint. Once that surface is gone, it can never be restored. Even if the coin becomes shiny, collectors usually consider it damaged. That is why experienced collectors always recommend leaving old coins exactly as they are. The Morgan dollar also contains a significant amount of precious metal. Each coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, with a total weight of about 26.73 grams and nearly 3/4 of a troy ounce of silver. Because of the silver content, every Morgan dollar carries intrinsic value even before collectors consider its rarity or condition. Use a coinbook.com+1. Stories often spread online claiming that certain coins can make someone a billionaire overnight. These dramatic claims capture attention, but the real world of coin collecting is more realistic. While rare coins can certainly sell for large amounts of money, their value is determined by rarity, demand, and condition. Most Morgan dollars are valuable historical collectibles rather than instant fortunes. Yet the excitement remains real. Imagine discovering an 1882 C.C. Morgan dollar hidden inside an old drawer, a jar of coins, or a forgotten collection. The coin might have traveled through saloons, banks, mining towns, and trading posts during the late 19th century. It might have rested quietly inside a government vault for decades before finally reaching collectors. This sense of mystery is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. Every coin has a journey. Every scratch and tone mark tells part of the story. The Morgan silver dollar represents a time when silver from the mountains of Nevada helped shape the American economy and when large silver coins moved through the bustling towns of a growing nation. If you ever find a Morgan dollar with the CC mint mark, examine it carefully. Look beneath the wreath on the reverse side where the small CC letters appear. Check the sharpness of Liberty's hair and the eagle's feathers. Protect the coin from damage and never clean it. If the coin appears to be in exceptional condition, professional authentication can reveal its true collector value. In the end, the 1882 C.C. Morgan silver dollar is more than just a coin. It is a survivor from the age of silver mines, frontier towns, and expanding railroads. It carries the artistry of George T. Morgan and the legacy of the legendary Carson City Mint. Whether worth a few $100s or thousands in the highest grades, this silver dollar continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. And that is the true magic of coins. They may appear small and ordinary, but inside each one lives a powerful story, a story that can travel across centuries, waiting for someone curious enough to discover it. Among all Morgan dollars, certain dates and mint marks attract extraordinary attention from collectors. One of these famous coins is the 1892 S. Morgan silver dollar, struck at the San Francisco Mint. The small letter S below the wreath on the reverse side tells collectors exactly where the coin was produced. During the late 19th century, the San Francisco Mint played a crucial role in transforming silver mined in the American West into circulating coinage. The year 1892 marked a turning point in the Morgan dollar series. By that time, silver production and coin demand had changed compared to earlier decades. The San Francisco Mint produced approximately 1,200,000 Morgan dollars in 1892, which may sound like a large number, but is relatively small compared to some earlier Morgan dollar mintages that reached tens of millions. USA Coin Book +1. What makes the 1892 S. Morgan dollar so fascinating is what happened after those coins were struck. Unlike some other Morgan dollar dates that remain stored in treasury vaults for decades, the majority of 1892 S coins were immediately released into circulation. People used them in everyday commerce, paying wages, buying goods, and exchanging money across the growing American economy. Because they circulated heavily, most coins became worn over time. Many surviving coins were later melted down during the Pittman Act of 1918, when millions of silver dollars were destroyed and converted into bullion. This event significantly reduced the number of Morgan dollars still existing, including many coins from the San Francisco Mint, Gainesville coins. As a result, The 1892 S. Morgan dollar became what collectors call a condition rarity. In worn condition, it can still be found, but in pristine uncirculated condition, it is extremely rare. Experts estimate that only a very small number of coins survived in mint state condition because most were used heavily in circulation. Gainesville coins +1. The value of this coin varies dramatically depending on its condition. A heavily worn example may be worth a few $100s. But when a coin survives with sharp details, original luster, and minimal marks, its value increases dramatically. In uncirculated condition, some 1892 S. Morgan dollars have reached values of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. USA Coin Book +1. Auction records show how powerful collector demand can be. Exceptional high-grade examples have sold for nearly $500,000, proving that a single silver dollar can become one of the most valuable coins in a collection when rarity and condition combine. Gainesville coins. The coin itself is impressive in its physical characteristics. Like all Morgan dollars, the 1892 S coin is made from 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it both strength and precious metal value. It weighs about 26.73 grams and measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, making it much larger than modern circulating coins. USA Coin Book. Many people assume that a dark or dirty silver coin has lost value, but collectors often see things differently. Over time, silver naturally reacts with the environment and develops a surface color known as toning. This toning can produce beautiful shades of gray, gold, blue, or even rainbow colors. In many cases, natural toning actually increases the visual appeal of a coin because it proves the coin has not been cleaned or artificially altered. Cleaning an old silver dollar is one of the worst mistakes a person can make. Polishing removes the delicate mint surface that collectors value most. Once that original surface is destroyed, the coin can never regain its natural appearance. Because of this, professional collectors strongly advise leaving old coins exactly as they are. Another reason the 1892 S. Morgan dollar fascinates collectors is the mystery surrounding how few pristine examples survived. Unlike other Morgan dollars that were discovered in massive government vault hoards during the 20th century, the 1892 S did not appear in those discoveries. This means collectors today must search much harder to find a truly high-grade example. Stories often circulate claiming that certain coins can make someone a billionaire overnight. These stories capture attention because they suggest that hidden treasures might still exist in ordinary places. While the reality is more complex, it is true that rare coins sometimes surprise people with their value. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance can turn out to be a significant collector item when its rarity and condition are carefully studied. Imagine discovering a Morgan silver dollar in an old family collection or forgotten coin jar. At first, it might appear to be just another piece of old money. But with careful examination, that small S mint mark might reveal that the coin was struck in San Francisco in 1892, during a time when silver mining towns and expanding railroads were transforming the American West. That moment of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Coins are small pieces of metal, yet they connect us directly to the past. They carry the artistry of engravers, the economic. One of the most famous coins from this mint is the 1884 C.C. Morgan silver dollar. In that year, the Carson City Mint produced approximately 1,136,000 silver dollars, which is considered a relatively small number compared with some other Morgan dollar issues. The coin itself is made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighs about 26.73 grams, and measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, making it one of the largest coins ever widely circulated in the United States. Gainesville coins +1. USA Coin Book. For many decades, collectors believed the 1884 C.C. Morgan dollar was extremely rare. People searched desperately for surviving examples, and when they found one, the coin often sold for strong prices. But the story took a dramatic turn in the 20th century. In the 1960s, the United States Treasury discovered enormous bags of Morgan silver dollars stored in government vaults. Among these hidden treasures were over 960,000 examples of the 1884 C.C. Morgan dollar, representing almost 85% of the original mintage. Coins value +1. This discovery shocked the numismatic world. The government eventually released these coins to collectors through special sales organized by the General Services Administration, commonly called the GSA sales. Many of the coins were still in brilliant uncirculated condition because they had never entered circulation. As a result, thousands of collectors suddenly gained access to pristine Carson City silver dollars that had been hidden for nearly a century. Even though large numbers of these coins were discovered, the 1884 C.C. Morgan dollar still holds strong collector demand because of the legendary Carson City mint mark. The history of the Wild West and the connection to silver mining make these coins extremely desirable. Interestingly, because so many uncirculated coins survived in vaults, well-worn circulated examples are actually harder to find than mint state coins, which is unusual in coin collecting. Coins value. The value of an 1884 C.C. Morgan dollar depends greatly on its condition. A coin that circulated heavily may sell for around $180 to $250, while uncirculated examples can sell for several $100s depending on grade. Higher grade coins with exceptional surfaces can bring much higher prices. Some extraordinary examples graded near perfection have sold for more than $85,000 at auction, proving that a single silver dollar can become an incredibly valuable collector item. Gainesville coins +1. Gainesville coins +1. Another fascinating part of the Morgan dollar story involves the surfaces of the coins themselves. Many people believe that a dark or dirty silver coin has lost its value. In reality, silver coins naturally develop toning as they age. This toning can create beautiful shades of gray, gold, blue, and even rainbow colors. Collectors often appreciate natural toning because it proves the coin has not been cleaned or altered. Cleaning a coin is one of the biggest mistakes someone can make. When a silver coin is polished or scrubbed, it removes the delicate mint surface that collectors value most. Once that original surface disappears, it can never be restored. Because of this, experienced collectors always recommend leaving old coins exactly as they are. The Morgan dollar is more than just a collectible piece of silver. It is a symbol of a powerful era in American history. These coins were produced during a time when silver mining towns were booming, railroads were expanding across the continent, and the United States was rapidly growing into a global economic power. Holding an 1884 C.C. Morgan dollar today feels like holding a small piece of that dramatic frontier era. Stories often circulate online claiming that certain coins can make someone a billionaire overnight. While rare coins can certainly reach impressive prices, the real value always depends on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Most Morgan dollars are valuable historical artifacts rather than instant fortunes, but the excitement of discovering a rare coin remains very real. Imagine opening an old drawer or coin jar and finding a large silver dollar with a tiny CC mint mark beneath the eagle. At first, it might look like an ordinary old coin, but with closer inspection, that small mark could reveal a coin struck in Carson City in 1884 during the height of the American silver boom. That moment of discovery is the magic of coin collecting. Coins are small pieces of metal, yet they connect us directly to history. They carry the craftsmanship of the United States Mint, the legacy of silver mining towns, and the stories of the people who once used them in everyday life. The 1884 C.C. Morgan silver dollar remains one of the most fascinating coins in the entire Morgan series. Whether worth a few $100s or tens of thousands in the highest grades, it continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. A simple silver dollar may seem ordinary at first glance, but within its shining surface lies more than a century of history waiting